What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gold Standard Wrestling, episode 5. Rob Johnson here with you tonight. But I do have the results. I was able to get some look-ins, and from what I'm being told, it was the Stranger Things type deal here tonight on Monday Night Raw. The first Raw of the new year, the first Raw a year since the Netflix era started. A very mediocre Netflix era, I may add. Tonight's show, we had 3 championships up for grabs. 2 of those championships changed hands. 1 of those championships did not. Which one of those titles did not change hands? I guess you all can figure it out. You can figure out that CM Punk is still your world heavyweight champion of the world. Do I have a problem with CM Punk? No, I do not. Do I think CM Punk is an overrated champion? No, I don't. But the bottom line here, folks, is you have to be able to build new stars. And that is what WWE and Triple H have not been able to do, is build new and exciting stars. We have so much talent on this roster, from NXT to the main roster. I heard for years that it was Vince McMahon's issue because he could not, quote unquote, build new stars. Well, Triple H is in charge now. Is Triple H really in charge? What is going on? But hey, it is what it is. We're here to talk about Gold Standard Wrestling. Here to talk about Monday Night Raw, what happened tonight. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley challenged the Kabuki Warriors for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It looks like the Kabuki Warriors have lost their championship to Rhea Ripley and to Io Sky. Now, the only reason I can say that they will lose these titles, it's not to face Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, because I could see them saying, this is a dream match, Rhea versus Charlotte. This is incredible. No, it's not. These titles need to be around the waist of Nia Jax. Need to be around the waist of Nia Jax and Lash Legend. And why do I say that? You have a heel group, a heel team versus a face team. If you're really trying to get Lash Legend to that next level, you put those tag team championships on her. You have her actually don't pin Io, but pin Rhea Ripley. You have them hold those titles, possibly to maybe you have them win it at, I don't know. Would you say Rhea Ripley and Io Sky can hold those titles to Mania? I'm having a hard time thinking to myself that they can do that. Rhea Ripley does not tell great stories. Io Sky is above Rhea Ripley, in my opinion. She connects with the crowd. She's a great wrestler in the ring. She commands the respect of the crowd. She commands the attention when she's in the wrestling ring. Not saying Rhea Ripley can't do that, but I'm just saying that for me, you look at Io Sky. Io Sky is the one person that when you look at Io Sky, she has what it takes to be a world champion and to be a successful world champion. But they ruined that because her and Rhea Ripley are freaking friends. They're friends. They're not enemies. They're friends. So, of course, again, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley go over to Kabuki Warriors. What's next for the Kabuki Warriors? I can't tell you. I don't know. Let's see here. Next, we have, let's see what next match we had here. The next match we had, we actually had Gunther. Gunther made his presence. He questions where the respect is for him for the man who beat who made John Cena tap out. AJ Styles music hits and he makes his way out. Gunther says if Styles is about to tell him about respect, then he's punching above his weight. Styles looks to speak, but Gunther cuts him off and gloats about being the best wrestler in all of WWE. He continues bragging about Cena tapping out as Styles becomes more and more frustrated. Then asks Styles, what's he going to do about it, as Gunther does Cena's signature taunt, you can't see me. Styles slaps Gunther and stares him down. Then Gunther gets nothing as a response to Gunther's prior question. So you're telling me that Gunther is going to eventually end the career of AJ Styles. Gunther has done absolutely effing nothing since beating John Cena. What was the point? What's the point? What kind of heat is he bringing on? Yes, the fans are booing him, but eventually that's going to stop. Eventually that heat is going to go away. What are you doing with Gunther that justifies him beating John Cena? I don't understand it. I said personally, what they should have done to really pass the torch was have John Cena lose to Carmelo Hayes, both from the Massachusetts area. It would have made more sense. But hey, it is what it is. WWE, Triple H continue to do what they do. It is what it is. All right. Then we have Maxine Dupree go against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch gains back her Women's Intercontinental Championship. Can I say this? The Women's Intercontinental Championship and the Women's U.S. title are a waste of time. They're a waste of time because you should have established titles for the women that didn't belong to the men. Why would you have titles that are just like the men's titles? The United States Championship is a prestigious championship. The women's title has made it look cheap. The Intercontinental Championship on the women's side has made it look very weak. I don't understand why WWE, and they're the same freaking designs. The only difference is one title has the black strap, women has the white strap. Okay? Many botches in this match. Becky Lynch goes over. She thinks she's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and she's really not. She's really not. All right, then we heard from the Usos. The Usos are in Brooklyn. They were saying this first Raw of the New Year with the World Tag Team Champions. Jay says himself and Jimmy appreciate the fight AJ Styles and Dragon Lee gave to them, but Jimmy says that last week and last year, he says that last week and last year. Jay says 2026 is the year of the Usos, and Jimmy says anybody who wants some can come get some. Again, what is up with all the John Cena references? The man's gone. Let it effing go. I'm sick of it. I hear these wrestlers coming out. I have respect for John Cena. You can't see. Oh, it is so annoying at this point. I just don't get it. I hate it. Triple H, WWE, you got to do better, man. You just got to do better. It's just not good entertainment right now. It's horrible. Stephanie Valkyrie speaks from Jack Redmond. She's attacked by Raquel Rodriguez, blah, 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 whatever. Liv Morgan defeats Lara Valkyria. Who cares? It's going to end up turning into a tag match with Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez versus Valkyria and Bayley. We already know what's going to happen. Predictable booking. Then you have CM Punk versus Braun Breaker for the World Championship. CM Punk wins the title. Of course, he wins the championship, retains it. Braun Breaker, the up-and-comer, does not. Where does this leave Braun Breaker? Where does this leave the world title picture? It would have been smart, in my opinion, to have Braun Breaker win that championship. And if you needed somebody to take it off of him at the Royal Rumble, so be it. Same thing I said. The same exact thing that I said when it comes to Drew McIntyre. The same thing I said when it comes to Drew McIntyre. If you want Cody to get the belt back at Royal Rumble, you need to put the title on Drew McIntyre for a short period, even if it's for a short period, which I could see WWE doing. Put the title on Drew McIntyre coming up this week and then have him lose at the Royal Rumble to Cody Rhodes in some way, fashion, or whatever. They could have did that with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker could have won this title tonight. He could have lost Elimination Chamber. He could have lost it at WrestleMania. But we have a situation where people aren't being built up. It's the same crap. It's predictable crap. And it just absolutely pisses me off. I know it pisses the rest of the fans off out there in La La Land. All right, so this week we got getting off Raw because Raw was really frustrating tonight. The Stranger Things deal and all that. It's just very frustrating. This upcoming week on SmackDown, of course, as I was just speaking of, you have Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes, 3 stages of hell. We'll see how that ends up. We'll see if Drew McIntyre can come out of Perth with the championship. You also got Trick Williams in his first WWE main roster action. This is something against Rey Fenix. This is something where WWE cannot screw this up. Trick Williams comes in with the look. He has the size. He has the athleticism. He has the pizzazz. He has the mic skills. He has everything that you need to have a man become your next world champion, possibly. He's got everything. What could you do to possibly screw it up? We've seen WWE screw some things up. But if you especially screw up Trick Williams, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Sol Ruka when she comes to the main roster, if you screw those things up, then I'm telling you right now, this company is headed for doom. WWE was hot for a long time. That's when Roman was the champion. But you can start to see the cracks. You can start to see a little chink in the armor. That's what you see right now from WWE. It is what it is. You can deny it. You can say it's not there. Whatever. It's there. WWE right now has lost a lot of its luster. AEW may not catch them as far as the ratings. AEW may not be a competition for WWE, but let it be known here on Gold Standard Wrestling, Episode 5. AEW is catching up to WWE really quickly, and they're catching up to them at a pace that is not looking good for WWE. Now, can WWE recover? Yes, they can. They just have to make sure a few things. You don't have a blunder. You cannot have a blunder this Friday. This Friday, you've got to put that title on Drew McIntyre. Even if it's for 2 weeks to the Royal Rumble, 3 weeks to the Royal Rumble, even if it's to Elimination Chamber, you have to put the title on Drew McIntyre. Because if you have a situation where Drew McIntyre loses this match, it's just going to be almost the same booking as when they had Cody Rhodes go against Kevin Owens last year. Cody Rhodes, I give him all the credit for working hard, doing what he has to do. But Cody Rhodes is not that guy. He hasn't been that guy. The WWE has not been the same since Roman Reigns lost that championship. You can look at the revenues and all that, and the revenues were important. But WWE has not been the same for a long time. Again, I'm going to say it again. It was a mistake tonight for them to not put the title on Braun Breaker, and it was be an absolute mistake for them to not put the title on Drew McIntyre, even if it's for a short period. Drew McIntyre needs to have the title put on him in Perth this Friday on SmackDown. So, for Gold Standard Wrestling, I'm Rob Johnson. Legacy Maker Sports Network, Rob Johnson Media. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Check me in the morning for Rob Johnson Sports Show, episode 107. I will see you guys later. I will see you all next Monday night for Gold Standard Wrestling, episode 6, where we talk about everything that happened on SmackDown and what happened on Raw. Will it be another mediocre show or will it be a better show? Let's hope it's a better show.